Namaste. Good morning. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our morning workbook lesson and time together. And before we get into the lesson, let's just pause as aware presence, just being aware of this moment right now. This is the only moment there is. It's what the Course calls the holy instant, is when one pauses and we just rest as awareness, resting in awareness, being aware of experience. Not joining the experience, but being the witness of even what the body's eyes sees, what the body's ears hear, what the sensations are witnessing to. What if you close your eyes and you're aware of sensations? You may feel something that's in a certain location, seemingly a location, sensation, maybe the weight of the body. It could be a tingling, could be a pain, could be just something you feel, before you itch. There's a sensation there. There's an awareness of the sensation. Give attention to the awareness only. If you were 2 months old or a month old, you wouldn't know what body part a sensation was attributed to, so you would just have an awareness of the experience. And that's what we're inviting right now. Just bring yourself as presence and open your eyes if they were closed. Today's lesson 28, above all else, I want to see things differently, is really it's inviting the idea of seeing without the body's eyes, with seeing with Christ vision, with understanding of I am as the witness. And these lessons 27, 28, 29 are the above all else lessons. This gives priority to seeing that gives priority using the authority of the mind, the laws of mind. It's giving priority to the desire of seeing beyond perception. It's giving a priority above all else, the hierarchy of what I want the most, what I desire the most, above all else. I want to see things differently. In other words, I want to see things without just the body's eyes. I want to see things beyond appearances. So give yourself a gift. Don't be distracted with other things. Put everything aside, because these are, if you're not already experiencing Christ vision and awareness as a default, these are very helpful and very important lessons. So give yourself the gift for this 20 minutes together. Set things aside. Let's do this together. Above all else, I want to see things differently. So just allow that idea to come in. Yeah, above all else. No joke. I want this above all else. I want to see things differently with Christ vision. Just rest with that idea. Is that true? Do you want to see things differently above all else? If that's a yes, just make that a yes to yourself internally. Yes, I want that above all else. I want to see the face of God the face of Christ in all my brothers, as it says, and remember God. I want to see as Christ consciousness. Today we are really giving specific application to the idea for yesterday. Above all else I want to see was yesterday's. In these practice periods, you will be making a series of definite commitments. We're making definite commitments with the power of mind, the power of the mind that is not separate, the awakening awareness, the mind that is awake. The question of whether you will keep them in the future is not our concern today. So it's talking about, I'll just go back and say, in these practice periods, you will be making a series of definite commitments. These commitments, the question of whether you will keep them in the future is not our concern here. So don't be concerned about if you're going to hold on to it or keep it. Let's just go through this practice. If you are willing at least to make them now, right now, you have started on the way to keeping them. So we're just going to practice right now. We're going to see glimpses of the experience of awareness, of Christ vision. And we're still at the beginning. We're at the very beginning, lesson 28 of this series of awareness lessons. You may wonder why it is important to say, for example, above all else, I want to see this table differently. You may wonder that. In itself, it is not important at all, just to say the words or to have a concept down. Yet, what is by itself? What is by itself, and what does in itself mean? What does in itself mean? So it's just asking us to contemplate just a little bit the ideas. They're very specific. I want to see this table differently. In itself, it's not important at all. Yet, what is by itself? And what does in itself mean? You see a lot of separate things about you, right? Which really means you are not seeing at all. As we look and glance at the objects of experience, as we give attention to naming it, labeling it, giving references to it, we're not seeing at all. We're just seeing the objects of experience from a bodysuit, from a body-mind. You either see or not. And when we only see as the person, the object of experience that we're engaged in, we're associated with, the body-mind uses local awareness to identify its relationship and association with local objects of experience. I'm using this pen. I, the body-mind, am using this pen, this object of experience. I'm very engaged with it. You either see or not. That's not looking as awareness, as a primary witness of all experience. When you have seen one thing differently, when we get this understanding, you will see all things differently. When we get this understanding, it becomes the primary experience as the witness of being, of Christ consciousness, of aware presence. You see all things differently. You see all things as presence. The light you will see in any one of them is the same light that you see in all. The light that you see in any one of them is the same light that you see in them all. In other words, we see with luminous clarity. We see with as presence. We see as I am that I am. So just pause with that idea, and you don't have to believe it. Just pause with an open mind to be open to it. That's all that's required. When you say above all else, I want to see this table differently, you are making a commitment to withdraw all your own preconceived ideas about the table, about the object of experience, and opening your mind to what it is and what it is for. We're opening the mind, relaxing its fixed position of being a body mind to being the open, luminous mind of Christ consciousness. You are not defining it in past terms. Above all else, I want to see this table differently. You are making a commitment to withdraw all your own preconceived ideas about the table and open your mind to what it is and what it is for. So just breathe that in, allow that understanding to just rest. You are not defining it in past terms. You are asking what it is, rather than telling it what it is. You are not binding its meaning to your own tiny experience of tables, your body-mind experience of these objects of experience, nor are you limiting its purpose to your little personal self-thoughts. We're detaching from the old mindset, the old belief system of the body-mind that thought that it was separate from what it is, from I am. You will not question what you have already defined, and the purpose of these exercises is to ask questions and receive answers. The purpose of these exercises is self-inquiry and noticing and being open-minded to see things differently. In saying, above all else, I want to see this table differently, you are committing yourself to seeing. You are committing yourself to seeing as Christ vision, as aware presence. And at first you see glimpses, and then later it's the all the time witness. It's the full-time experience. I will step back, the body-mind steps back, and let awareness lead the way. That's what that lesson 155 means. You are committing yourself to seeing as Christ presence, as your true nature. The invisible realm of being is what is being accessed here. It is not an exclusive commitment. It is a commitment which applies to the table just as much as to anything else, neither more nor less. It's the awareness that envelops all experience. You could, in fact, gain vision just from the table, from just that table. And I would say it happened to me maybe 8 years ago with a rock. When I recognized that the rock was seeing itself through these eyes, I became one with the rock. When it says here you could in fact gain vision from just that table, this is a true statement. this becomes a direct experience. If you could withdraw all your own ideas, your own references, your own labels, beliefs, any kind of reference from it, and look upon it with completely open mind, just give yourself the space. You are the space in which all objects of experience rise. You are the space. If you look at objects in front of you, just imagine that you are the space that all of these objects are sitting in. You are that space. The objects come and go. The space stays always the same. It has something to show you. You could, in fact, gain vision from just that table if you could withdraw all your own ideas from it and look upon it with a completely open mind. This open mind, it has something to show you, something beautiful and clean and of infinite value, pure presence, eternal value, full of happiness and hope. This is where happiness and hope just is in the awareness of love's presence, your natural self, your natural state. Hidden under all your own ideas, the body-mind's ideas about it is its real purpose. Hidden under all your own ideas about it, about this open mind, is its real purpose, the purpose it shares with all the universe. And using the table as the subject for applying the idea for today, you are therefore really asking to see the purpose of the universe. Oops, we lost the video. Dang. I'll reload the page. In using the table as a subject for applying the idea for today, you are therefore really asking to see the purpose of the universe. You will be making this same request of each subject which you use in the practice periods. And you are making a commitment to each of them to let its purpose be revealed to you, instead of placing your own judgment upon it. So we're letting its purpose be revealed to us. We're letting its purpose come in and give us guidance, give us understanding. We're making a commitment to these practice periods that will have an effect even if we don't believe it. If we just do what it says, the purpose is revealed to us. We will have 6 2-minute practice periods today, 12 minutes, in each in which the idea for the day is stated first. Above all else, I want to see things differently. Above all else, I want to see this book differently. And then applied to whatever you're looking at, not only should the subjects be chosen randomly, above all else, I want to see this camera differently. Just rest in that idea, that statement. But each one should be accorded equal sincerity. So we're sincere, we're gentle, we're soft. As today's idea is applied to it, in and attempt to acknowledge the equal value of them all in their contribution to your seeing. As usual, the applications should include the name of the subject which your eyes happen to light on. We're just being very gentle and intentional. Above all else, I want to see this computer differently. Just breathe that in. Allow that to just be what it is. Above all else, I want to see this computer differently. Yes. We don't have to have anything else, no commentary that goes with that. As usual, the applications should include the name of the subject, the computer, which your eyes happen to light on, and you should rest your eyes on it while saying, above all else, I want to see this computer differently. Yes. Each application should be made quite slowly and as thoughtfully as possible. There is no hurry. Above all else, I want to see this glass of water differently. And so on. Give yourself the gift of these practice periods. Give yourself 12 minutes. Go slowly, and specifically, and yet just stay in this random space of practice with an open mind and an open heart. And the purpose will reveal the experience, the direct experience of Christ's vision, of awareness, the awareness of love's presence, your natural state. And that's it. Good to see all of you this morning. I lost the contact with the Facebook Live, so I'm going to upload this as a video in a few minutes. Tomorrow we'll look at Lesson 29. God is in everything I see. And you could also say, awareness is in everything I see. Awareness is the experience of everything that I see. And I'll see you all tomorrow, if you're here, for Lesson 29. It's snowing outside, so it's probably affected my connection. I think I'll start using my wired connection again. All right, well, it's good to see you all, even though I don't see your names or faces, and I'll see you tomorrow if you're here. All right, blessings to you.